Hello and welcome to Design or Design. My name is Maria, and first start is for Maria, and the second one is maybe you should write down what you think the second one is for. Maybe magnificent? I don't know, marvelous? Maybe. So today we're going to be talking about fashion trends, and in particular, the fashion trends for spring summer 2023. Yes, I know I'm a little bit late to this, but it's better be late or never. Wait, what's the phrase? It's all right. This is not a vocabulary channel. It's fashion channel. So let's just talk about shoes. Yes, we have so many different trends of shoes, and they're definitely repeating because you know what, you guys, fashion industry is all about repetition of like previous trends. So I'm sure that all of you have these trends in your closet already. If you don't, then consider if this is your style or if this will fit into your lifestyle before getting it, because we don't need full closet that we do not use. We just need things that we like, things that highlight our bodies in the way that we want them to be highlighted, and we just want to express ourselves. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first trend that we're going to be talking about are the platforms. We've seen this trend going for a very long time. We like at least like 3 seasons in a row now, and we have both flats as well as high heel platforms on the runways. Doesn't really matter what kind of style. Is it more boho? Is it more Y2K style? But definitely the Y2K style is there. Yes, we have them on like stiletto heels with that huge platform. We just have like really chunky platform in Ballerina show in variety of shoes like sneakers, sandals, like you name it. And platforms are really cool. The chunkier the better, basically. That's what we're going for here. And I really like them. It's just depending on the situation of the shoe as well, because there are different types of platforms. Like some become less towards the ground, and those are like the tricky ones that you can like definitely twist your ankle in. But we also do see the ones that are like more voluminous towards the ground, which gives you way more stability, but they do appear much more chunkier. So it's completely up to you what you like. And they've been styled in so many different ways with dresses, like long maxi dresses, as well as some mini skirts. We also have them styled together with actually like really elegant dresses that we normally would not see a platform with. We also see them being like in a boot format and just kind of like chunky shoes, sandals. Yeah, you name it. I'm already repeating myself. And of course, they come in variety of colors that are trendy at the moment. And it just depends on what you like and what you want to have in your closet. Maybe you need a shoe that would be great with these really long pants of yours instead of hemming them. It's a great substitute. And here you can see a bunch of representation on the runway that I'm pretty sure anybody will find something that they like. The next one is a wedge. So basically kind of the same thing as a platform, but kind of a wedge. So yes, there were ones without a platform that just like went into a heel wedge, but there were also ones with a platform going into it. Anyways, let's move on to clogs. Clogs, we've seen them on the runway for a few seasons as well, not as like primary as the platforms, but they have been present for a few seasons. We also see them here this season in a few different shows. I'm pretty sure that they're a comfortable shoe to have and to style. I have not found a single clog shoe that I like for myself, like even comfort wise, but like I guess I see how it might be easy just to put them on and walk. We've seen some high-heeled version of that in Etro, I believe. Jacquemus, as well as other shows, have them just a regular plain clog, nothing special about them. And yes, let's move on to the next one. So thigh-high boots. Okay, I know this is kind of counterintuitive, having like really tall boots during the summer, but it's an interesting take. So we do have boots that are kind of like, are they boots? Are they pants? Are they kind of the same texture as the pants? So that they're really no end. So that's more like in styling wise. I do love that look, but I don't know if summer is a perfect time for that. We also have some stylings of tights that are very close to the shoe, so it does have the same appearance as if you were wearing very tall boots. But we do also have the boots themselves, and once again they are styled in a variety of ways. Usually we have kind of like an overlap of the dresses with the boots, so there's like, you can't see the end of them. And also the boot pant combo that I mentioned, where you have no idea what's going on. Are they one piece? Is there more to this? We also see them being in variety of volumes, more like almost tight, so very tight fitting, as well as very wide boots. I guess it depends on your body type. I'm pretty sure if I would wear those wide boots, they would look as if they were very tight on me, because I do have wider muscular legs, yes. But other than that, I really like this style. Maybe not go for like leather during the season, maybe something fabric, like one of those sock style boots, like knitted boot. But yes, we have them in so many different colors. There's like some patterns, but mostly there is just like really plain ones and monocolored ones, more like color blocking. We also have an Alexander McQueen kind of being even like a body thing. But anyways, next one is much more summer appropriate, and it's kind of a strappy heel look. We also seen this already in previous seasons. Stores are filled with these types of shoes, so I'm pretty sure that you already have one of those. So we also see them kind of like in other formats as well, but it's pretty easy going. We have them going kind of up the leg as well as just around the foot. Nothing special, and they're very minimal, and they are really easily styled with about anything. So if you are looking for a summer shoe that would be very multi-purpose, then this is definitely the best way to go. They are a little bit time consuming when you're putting them on, when you need to tie all of that around, and whenever, if you want to like have them go up higher, then you might need to use double-sided tape so they won't fold down your leg every 5 minutes when you're walking. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I quite like it, and they are pretty cool. Yeah, should we have a drinking game every time Maria says pretty cool? We just drink it. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Anyways, we also have more like a crisscross lacing effect in few designers as well. Kind of like a boot with those laces being the cool detail. Anyways, let's move on to knee-high boots. So yes, boots again. They work in a variety of sizes, but I feel like the knee boots are quite safe to be worn by about any body type, as the knee is kind of a skinnier part of the leg. If you have a line there, it's not gonna highlight like the thickness of it, if you know what I mean. Like for instance, I have very big calf muscles, and if the line of the boot is there, then it just highlights how wide it is at that point, and my leg looks much wider than it is. So knee-high boots are pretty safe bet, either just below the knee or just above the knee. It's up to you. All right, next one up, once again much more appropriate for the summer, is the thong kind of a shoe. You know, the thong flip-flops, but we have them in like heel format as well as the regular original flip-flop for sure. So something that has a contact between your toes. That's what I'm talking about. So we do have kind of like heels with straps around them, or maybe just the regular flip-flops like from Kenzo here, and they're paired with socks. I'm not really sure about that, but you know, you do you. Off-White also had them in a heel format with like a wider fastening there as well. Burberry also had heels in the flip-flop formation. So you can see there is a lot of representation of that. I'm not the biggest fan of those just because I tend to have blisters every time I wear a flip-flop, but definitely completely up to you. There are things that you can do to prevent it, but I'm just too lazy. In Yves Saint Laurent, we see shoes that just basically hold your foot down with that one big toe and a strap at the top. So that's again another way you can use it. Let's move on to color. So we've seen so much bright colors on the runways for a few seasons now, and I'm loving it. I feel like if you want to introduce a color into your wardrobe and you're just afraid of it, then the shoe is like one of the best things. So you don't even need to worry about the color being your color, if you know what I mean. Like if you're warm or cool tone, and because it's so far from your face, it would not make you look weird or ill or bad just because it's very far away. You love the color, you see it on your feet, you kind of like enjoy it, you're happy about it, you feel very confident, and it is so easy to style. Just like, for instance, I'm wearing all blackish grayish, and if I had a color pop on my feet, that would be enough. Like, do you need a purse to match it? You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. Or maybe you can have like two contrasting colors, one in the bag format and another one in the shoes. But basically what I'm saying, if you want to introduce a color into your wardrobe and you don't know how to do it, this is the easiest way to do it. Okay, anyway, hey guys, I think I know what you're thinking. If you're still here, I think that you're thinking that this is a good video. And I think you're thinking, oh, maybe I should like it. And maybe you should leave a comment also. And maybe you're like, oh, I don't want to lose this YouTuber. So maybe you should follow me and subscribe. Moving on. So keep seeing furry shoes on the runways. I know that I've been talking how I don't like this trend, but you know what? Every time I don't like something, I end up buying something like this. There is a very thin line between hatred and love. The emotions are very similar in nature, and it is very fast that you can switch. I'm not saying that I love every single example that we're seeing on the runways, but I do like them. They're super comfortable, and yes, you just have to decide for yourself, I'm guessing. So the next one would be clear plastic shoes. Okay, for the summer, again, you're gonna sweat, you guys. There is gonna be that weird misty thing with your toes touching it, and it's not gonna look the greatest. Again, I have a pair like this and I love them, but they're kind of like not fully plastic. They kind of have like two plastic sides to it. So they're easy to introduce into your closet by like wearing it with anything. But that is the issue, in my personal opinion, of the sweatiness. All right, let's move on to more like a voluminous shoe and not a boot. So we see a lot of representation, some really weird ones from Loewe of having like balloons there. We also see very voluminous, chunky Balmain shoes, whether it's boots or maybe just very voluminous strapping as well from Y Project. Anyways, let's go into loafers. Yes, the classic shoe is here. It is on like medium platform. Like we've seen, there was a huge trend of them being like on a super chunky platform. We don't see that as much. We're going back into the more classical version. So I'm pretty sure if you're a fan of a loafer, you probably have that in your closet. But still, if you do have that chunky platform, keep wearing it because we have lots of platform on the runways anyways. So don't worry if you're like thinking that it is out of trend or anything like that. Okay, Kitten Heal. I'm not the biggest fan of them, just because I'm thinking they're not that much more comfortable than a regular heel. So why waste your foot pain on a small heel that doesn't do very much? But maybe you're really tall and you don't want to add too much height to yourself, so this would be a perfect shoe for you. It is considered more of like a classical, classy shoe, and I'm not always a classy girl, although I tell everybody to stay classy. I like to make a statement. Let's move on to shiny. Yes, shine is here. We have it for a second or third season now. There is crystallized pretty much anything, like crystallized platforms. There is even crystallized clogs. Yeah, so we have the super high boots with that. We also see them being like more on a lighter side. We see crystallized in Valentino, like even a full look of it with the boots being a part of it, as well as in Alexander McQueen. We also see it as an accent, or more like a metallic version in Bottega Veneta. We also see this in so many so many shows. So if you like to have this metallic accent, it's perfect for pretty much any outfit. You don't even need to worry about the colors that are happening at the top, because the shoe will make a statement on their own and the reflective surfaces would pick up whatever you're wearing. So it is a pretty cool shoe to have. And yes, let's move on to slides. We do have a lot of shoes that are slide format, so not quite like a flip-flop, but very similar, where it's super easy to put on, and there are a variety of heeled version as well as the flat version. And if you're a guy watching this, I know I have a lot of representation of females on here, but it's pretty much the same for you guys. Flip-flops, flats, platforms. That's all you need to know. Oh, and of course, the clogs. But basically, the female and masculine fashion industry are colliding, so there is not much difference. Like, if you're comfortable wearing heels for you guys, go ahead. You do you. If you're not, just twerk the trends that I'm talking about into a more masculine version. That is also for the ladies out there. If you're not comfortable wearing heels, don't torture yourself. I just like it because it adds a little bit more length to me. I can be more creative with my outfits, and I just feel more put together when I'm wearing them. But as you can see here, there's plenty of flat versions on a platform, versions like multicolored ones. So yes. Okay, the trend that I really don't like this one is the open toe boots. Like, okay, yes, you do want to show off your pedicure, but like, how much do you want to show it off? I feel like it adds like an extra line to your outfit that shortens you. It just, like, how practical is this? You're gonna sweat all throughout your leg, but then your foot will breathe. I don't know. Like, you can't wear this during the fall winter because of obvious reasons. So I just don't like it. Okay, yes, sure, you could potentially spice up your closet with a different shoe, but I don't know. We also seen a lot of more like leg warmers on the runways, not quite the boot itself, but kind of like an extra thing that you put over the shoe and it kind of stays there. Anyways, we also have the trusty, thicker combat boot-ish thing. So they're kind of a mid-calf boots with a thicker platform. These are classics. You could wear it pretty much with anything. And I love to experiment and mix and match my styles. So the next trend, it's not very a trend. It's basically a classic that is being represented on the runways, but in a like a little bit of a different way, I guess. We have pointed toes. We have a few show designers that presented them in more like a shiny, silky material. We also have just casual ones, pointy toe. I advise a pointy toe for any body type, as it does give you a longer silhouette because the eye is not abrupted by anything in particular, and it just kind of goes on in like an arrow. It's a visual illusion that anybody could use. We do see a little bit of the shoes in a like a square format toe, but it's not that much. Okay, so another trend is a funky heel. Yes, we have a few shows that have a very interesting heel. Maybe it's kind of like shaped weirdly that you're like thinking, oh, how is this even working? Maybe it's like a circle. Maybe it's just artistic heels, you guys. I love the off-white one with the spiral. They're pretty cool. Another trend that is a classic is the Mary Jane. We've seen a lot of them. They're really comfortable because they stay on your foot and you're least likely to lose them when you're walking. But we have them in a variety of styles, more on like a classy narrow toe style and another style as well. All right, we also see some ballerina flats. How much do I hate them is an understatement. I just remember of all of the blisters I got wearing those as a younger girl in school, and I don't know, they're just not very flattering for my body type, and we see them kind of in combination with a heel. Another trend would be a cowboy boots. There weren't too many, but there were in a few shows. I really like cowboy boots and like diff styled, not completely cowboyish, if you know what I mean. Like there's plenty of representation right here on the runways. But yes, we also see florals on the shoe, like in Loewe. We also see this kind of like even in a print on a shoe, not just like a flower being there. We also see this in Y Project, having like vines of flowers going up the leg, as well as in some other shows. We also see this in Vivetta show. And of course, you can still wear your comfortable shoes like sneakers. It's completely up to you. You just look at the runways and look how they are being styled. Maybe just a little bit differently. Maybe they're styled with like a classy dress, and just find more ideas on how you could wear something that you already have. Yeah, that's actually a really good tip. Go back to your closet, look at the shoes that you have, and just watch the portion of the video that I talk about those things, and take a little mental note of what the designers have been styling them with, and figure out if you have something like this in your closet. It's like one of the best ways of wearing your closet more, because you find more inspiration and you can create more combinations together. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Why am I saying already about the day? You need to subscribe first, you guys. If you did enjoy the video, please give me a like, and if you like something particular, give me a comment too. Even like not a bad comment, but like constructive criticism would be great. There are plenty more videos on the runway trends that are going to be listed down below. You'll find the trendy colors, trendy purses, prints, textures, and I'm working on more. And the next one I'm going to be doing is accessories. If you want to see more of what my style is, or contact me in like a more private, personal manner, then I encourage you to check out my Instagram. I post almost daily outfits of what I'm wearing and talk about trends and like what's on my mind, how I see fashion evolving. And if you would like to have a video like this on a bigger scale for YouTube, let me know also. If you love fashion as much as I do, I think we should be friends. Anyways, I hope you have the great rest of your day, and yeah, stay classy. Bye.